Good evening and thanks for joining us for KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where we give you more news in less time. I'm Amanda Rowley. Mark is off tonight. Let's get started. Let's kick things off with weather tonight. We have to endure the rain for just a little bit longer before we can enjoy that sunny weekend ahead. KREM 2's Cody Proctor joins us now in the Weather Center with the details. Hi, Cody.
Hi, Amanda. Yeah, as we head into tonight, we finally, at least according to our radar, made it to a break in the rain. Though earlier when I went to go pick up my dinner for tonight, man, was it coming down. But as we head into tonight, we're starting to see more of that break. Still seeing that chance for some scattered showers over the next couple of days. Right now for our current temperatures, we're at 39 degrees over the Spokane airport, and across much of our region, we're still hanging out in some places in the 30s. Though looks like right now, according to our monitors in Moses Lake, we're seeing temperatures in the mid 40s right now. Still picking up a few showers, looks like around Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint. Now we've had widespread rain thanks to that area of low pressure right here. You can see as it just barreled onto the Pacific Northwest, bringing with it that rain across our region. And when it comes to our current conditions for rain, you can see it's a bit scattered in some places, mostly tracking it throughout parts of North Idaho and throughout other parts of Idaho as well. Could be seeing that chance for some isolated thunderstorms tomorrow. Might get a break as we head into our morning hours, and then take a look at our 3-day forecast. The weekend could bring us temperatures in the mid 50s.
All right, thank you, Cody. More reaction coming out of North Idaho after alleged racist remarks hurled at the Utah women's basketball team last Thursday. KREM 2's Nathan Yun spoke with the president of the Kootenai County NAACP, who said his advocacy feels unwanted in North Idaho.
James McDay has lived in Coeur d'Alene for more than 20 years.
As a person of color in that community, I was not surprised.
He was one of the founding members of the Kootenai County NAACP organization in 2019. He says for as long as he's lived in Coeur d'Alene, he has not seen progress to stop racism.
It's been demonstrated to me, made clear that my advocacy, my work, is not wanted.
When McDay heard of the alleged racist attacks against the Utah women's basketball team, he says not enough is being done to change the narrative in North Idaho.
The racial bias is so intense. None of the organizations that say they stand for civil rights in our community will even collaborate with me or my organization.
During a press conference held by city officials on Tuesday morning, the Kootenai County Human Rights Task Force said it's doing everything it can to stop racism in Coeur d'Alene.
I want to make it very clear and very loud that we condemn in the strongest terms those horrendous acts of hatred, and if the perpetrators can be found, we call upon them to be prosecuted.
McDay says people of color tell him they fear coming into North Idaho.
I am trying to protect them.
Louise Telford is also worried about racism in the region. Telford has lived in North Idaho since the 70s.
This is Toto, but his real name is Omar.
She has Mexican-American relatives whom she feels uncomfortable inviting to North Idaho.
It would just be an awesome trip to bring them over here to experience the inland Northwest. And I just feel very uncomfortable with what's going on in Coeur d'Alene.
When Telford saw what allegedly happened to the Utah women's basketball team,
it just sickened me and further told me that they have a real problem in North Idaho. This is not anything new.
McDay says one of the main reasons North Idaho has not made progress is because of limited resources and education available to people who live in North Idaho.
The reality that it will continue to happen is almost for certain because, again, it's education on diversity.
He hopes that cities like Coeur d'Alene can hire more diverse city employees. He says that's the only way to change the narrative and put a stop to racism.
That was Nathan Yun reporting. Tonight, the investigation into this incident continues. And the Coeur d'Alene Police Chief Lee White says they're actively looking for video of the incident. So if you saw what happened or have video, you are urged to contact Coeur d'Alene Police. Now tonight, beat with a quick look at the day's top stories. Spokane police released new video today of a group of people accused of bear spraying and robbing a couple late last night in downtown Spokane. Spokane police say a couple was sprayed with bear spray while sitting in a car after getting some money out of an ATM. SPD says the group stole money and a backpack from the couple before running off into Riverfront Park. Officers say they caught the group that same night and took them into custody. Tonight, the couple is okay. Those 3 suspects, though, appeared in court today and are charged with first-degree robbery. The 4th suspect is a minor and has been booked in the Spokane County Juvenile Detention Center. The University of Idaho placed its head volleyball coach on administrative leave after abuse allegations came to light over the past 2 seasons. According to U of I officials, more than a dozen players say they've suffered mental, verbal, and even physical abuse from Chris Gonzalez since 2022. Now, back in January, those players sat down with our Whitney Ward to talk about their concerns and when they knew the coach had gone too far.
What was it that made you feel like it wasn't just tough coaching, but something that rose to a level where it needed to be reported to the university?
When he started talking about being able to say and do anything he wants to the international girls on the team because they can't leave, and was ignoring injuries, that's when it really started to become like, this isn't okay.
The university told KREM 2 today it expects the investigation to be finalized in the coming weeks. The university president will determine what steps will be taken to resolve the issue. The school also said it will continue to provide resources and support to student athletes. Tonight, we're learning more about an incident on the WSU campus in Pullman. Around 11:30 this morning, police responded to reports of a man with a knife at the Global Scholars Residence Hall. When they arrived, police say they tried to make contact with the suspect and ended up shooting at him, but they say he was not hit. Now, according to WSU police, they took 20-year-old student John Bazin into custody for obstructing an officer. Also in Pullman, WSU named its interim athletic director. Ann McCoy will take over the role while the school searches for a permanent replacement. The change comes just 1 day after the former athletic director, Pat Chun, left to take the same job at the University of Washington. McCoy spent the last 2 decades working for the WSU athletic department. She previously served as interim athletic director in 2010. And that was your Night Beat. To learn more about any of these stories, just head over to our website, KREM.com. You're taking a look at the newest Washington State Troopers. Today marked the graduation ceremony for 47 men and women in the 118th Trooper Basic Training Class. One graduate came all the way from Scotland, immigrating to the U.S. to be closer to family in Olympia. He says choosing to become a Washington State Patrol trooper was an easy decision.
It was a no-brainer for me. The State Patrol was the best agency by far, and they have the most rigorous training to best prepare ourselves for a career like this.
As the State Patrol works to boost its staffing, it's aiming to enroll 60 cadets in the upcoming basic training class.
These were fathers, and these were sons, and these were husbands, and these were people who their families relied on.
Tonight, we're also learning more about the victims in a major bridge collapse that killed 6 people in Baltimore. Only 2 bodies have been recovered, one of which was Miguel Luna, a father of 3 from El Salvador. He left for work at 6:30 p.m. to fill potholes on the bridge. The search for the other 3 bodies continues tonight. Construction workers rank 2nd in work fatalities in America, right behind transportation workers. In other national news, the tough new Texas immigration law is still on hold tonight. The controversial law would allow the state to arrest and deport migrants suspected of illegally crossing the border. Texas has already mounted an aggressive border operation, including putting up razor wire along the Rio Grande, and because of that, more immigrants are attempting to cross the border in Arizona, taking a much more dangerous route. Whether or not Texas can enforce its new law may ultimately be decided by the Supreme Court. And that was KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where you get more news in less time.